Hello, my name is Logan Reamer, and this is the Arduino farm. Colorado, specifically the area just east of the Rockies, like where we are, has a very short growing season, which means you have to take advantage of the time that you have. Secondly, seed starting is a very labor-intensive process. Both of these factors make it very hard for commercial farmers, specifically small-scale commercial farmers, to succeed in the market. So, what's the solution? An indoor, hydroponic, autonomous greenhouse. Indoor to regulate climate more consistently and cheaper, hydroponic to save water, and to help you control and optimize your nutrients. Autonomous to turn hours of work into a 10-minute checkup, and lastly, a greenhouse because our goal is to grow plants. We'd started, like I had mentioned, with commercial farmers because of that labor-intensive process, but also because it can offer an additional revenue stream in the off-season, which would help supplement their income. We were then connected with CSU Spur and expanded our places to other academia. This is because technology and agricultural fields are very specialized, so this could help anyone educate in both of those areas without advanced degrees. And lastly, nurseries is the last place we investigated because houseplants are already grown year-round in these facilities, so they have experience with their technology, and ours could help with their seed starting and monitoring processes. We ended up sticking with nurseries and farms as our main markets because they are simply larger and more readily available. The process for the Arduino farm itself starts by ordering in bulk or manufacturing our processes individually and creating them in-house to assemble the Arduino farm. This then gets sent out to farms and nurseries who then sell their goods to the public consumers. But what is really important to focus on is this little triangle. But through customer discovery, we have found farms and nurseries. Once we ship those projects to them by maintaining excellent customer relations, hopefully they will refer us to people and our product to people in their network who we can then sell to them. And that kind of creates a feedback loop of new potential options. In terms of our market size, currently around $276 million is spent in Colorado towards farm improvement expenditures. However, that number narrows down to around $7 million per year to people who would actually be interested or would benefit from our product. And lastly, our serviceable obtainable market at $90,000 a year comes from our 30 units that we hope to sell in the first year, and this we are very confident in. From the markets that we have identified, we went out and conducted interviews to various potential customers. This led us to ruling out academia completely, as it would be too expensive overall as a learning aid. This left us with nurseries and commercial farmers. If I can direct you to the right side, nurseries were a little bit more hesitant because it would take longer at 320 sprouts per time to make money on this product. However, as it was developed for commercial farmers, it still works great as a product for them, and they were more than ready. The other thing we asked them was if they would want a setup guide for self-assembly, and they both said yes. The last part of our customer interviews was showing the product in person to an actual customer and asking what it would take for them to buy it. Most of these things we had already accounted for. However, the new thing was wheels because our product is currently too bulky and organization in their current spaces is very needed. Some of our competitors are places like Conviron, GrowPura, City Crop, and the current methodology of doing it by hand. As noted by the chart, you can see that we succeed our competitors in one or more ways in areas of customizability, affordability, and ease of use. One thing of note is that Conviron and GrowPura are both targeted to more commercial, large-based farmers, and City Crop is targeted towards hobbyists. Our product has found a niche in being targeted to small-scale commercial farmers, finding a nice middle ground where most places do not market to. As mentioned before, we can succeed our competitors, but really what we focus on the most is cost. As we discussed already, City Crop is cheaper than ours, but it's much more of an amateur product. And while we don't possess some of the size that GrowPura or Conviron allows, we do have a much more affordable project and product for these small-scale farmers, which is well in use of what they would need. How are we able to keep costs so low? Well, currently our product is priced entirely at cost except for software, which is the sole provider of profit for us, giving us around a 16% profit margin. Our go-to-market plan at this current level is to continue our long-term validation testing and establish our first 10 pre-orders. You can also see right under that our initial investment that we're currently at of around $3,000. Once we have those pre-orders, we can use the money made from them to buy the parts and assemble them in-house to ship them out. Lastly, once we've done that, we can leverage those customers that we just shipped to, like we had said previously, in that to find new opportunities in that customer network, investing in better tools and beginning our next version. And lastly, we can ship 20 more with those new people we have found. Once we do that, we've proven our viability and we can start to seek out a permanent space and investors. For our income statement, we plan to sell 30 the first year, 100 the next year, and 200 in year 3. However, you can see that almost no income is made from this. So for the first while, the engineer just does this as a hobby product. And this is why around year 2, we seek an investment of about $100,000 to help pay someone full time. However, we do not want to keep that along for long. So in year 3, we immediately start paying it off. Our business will succeed if we continue with consistent production and maintain our green focus, with both of those feed into our customer satisfaction and maintaining that feedback network. What makes this happen, though, is our unique value proposition, being that we are standardized on our end to produce efficient and cost-effective products and customizable on your end to take advantage of your needs. We're going to follow in the steps of our customer discovery and our next steps in order to make this product. Thank you.